Does sealing stop weeds? We hear and get asked this all the time, and I'm not sure why there's this notion out there that sealing will stop weeds completely. We live in a region here in Florida that receives 55 inches of rain. Weeds germinate every 21 days. We literally live in a tropical environment. So no man-made product is going to stop weeds 100%. But where sealing does help with weeds is it can help slow down the growth of weeds significantly if we do a few things. Number one, I would encourage you, if you've got weeds maybe just in a spot or two on your paver deck, that's one thing. That can, if we come in here, we clean it, and then we apply the sand, and then what helps slow down the weeds with sealer is the sealer that we use is it has a stabilizing component in it. So when we put the sand in there, that sealer locks that sand rock hard. And when that happens, that helps mitigate the weeds. Now, with that said, it's going to wash out after time, or right off a roof line, or if you have a lanai area that's constantly dripping water, you're going to lose some sand over time. But what we have found in almost 8 years of doing this is that typically when we come back to reseal 2 or 3 years down the road, a pool deck or a driveway on average has about 60 to 70% of sand levels still intact. Now, if you have just a spot or two here on a paver deck, putting sand, stabilizing sealer will help slow down the weeds in that area. It won't stop at 100% a lot of times, but it will definitely slow it down. If you have a paver system that's got weeds everywhere, it's got it in every deck, sealing's, I'm not going to say it's not going to stop it or slow it down. It's still got a chance to at least slow it down. But when it's that bad, that's when you need to possibly have someone come in and take a look and pull up your pavers, because you'd be surprised of all the stuff that's going on underneath pavers. I've seen where, I mean, literally boreholes from rabbits, from gophers, from squirrels, just we've seen all kinds of landscaping grow underneath, like tree roots that you wouldn't believe. Just things can get out of control, and it can be very deceiving. What you see may just look like weeds in between every joint, and you think like, we'll just take the weeds out and then put some sand there and seal that and it'll stop it. When it's that bad, that's more extensive. You're going to need to pull that up and find the source to truly try to minimize weeds when it gets that bad. But again, if you've just got a few areas here and there, yes, we can definitely slow down weeds. And again, if you've got them in every joint, we can slow them down. But again, if it's that bad where it's that prevalent, that's where you may need to reach out to an installer and again have those pavers lifted up. So will sealing stop weeds completely? No, not at all. We don't try to advertise. We don't try to lead anyone in that direction. It's a shame if homeowners have been led in that direction, because it's just not a reasonable expectation. But it is reasonable to put sand in there, use a stabilizer, and it is reasonable to slow it down. But that also takes in part either maintaining afterwards. We do have a program where we come out and we maintain the pavers after they've been sealed. But it is going to take some work on the homeowner's part, sealing them and then maintaining them afterwards. So I hope that helps clear up a question we get asked all the time.